Hi everybody, today we're going to take these cherries and we're going to turn them into something that you could use for burgers or meatballs or pork tenderloin or your charcuterie board or maybe some sourdough toast and goat cheese, maybe some warm brie. Now I've got 2 cups of fresh cherries here that I have pitted. Now what we're going to do, we're going to make cherry jalapeno charcuterie jam. I've got 1 jalapeno finely diced. I'm going to do 1/2 cup of pure cane sugar. Now you really have got to use the cane sugar here because that is what's going to react with that natural pectin in the cherries. Now if you want to use a different sweetener, honey, maple syrup, whatever you want to use, then you're going to have to use the Pomona's pectin. Now we're going to do 1/8 teaspoon of our white pepper, and I'm going to start with 1/4 teaspoon of my diamond kosher salt, 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar, and then I'm going to do 1.5 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. Now I'm going to stir this up, and I'm going to let this sit about 15 minutes and just let that sugar start pulling out all of the juices from those cherries. Okay, our 15 minutes are up. Don't mind this is for dinner. So I'm going to take this medium low heat. I just want a gentle simmer for another 15 minutes. Okay, so we're back after our 15 minutes, and just real quick, I know I did a whole video on the different kinds of vinegars that maybe cost $6 and vinegars that maybe cost $40. And while the ones that are cheaper, if you know what to look for on the ingredient list, they still do have balsamic vinegar, but they're kind of mixed with like a red wine vinegar or something, and they're perfectly fine, especially if you're going to grill and marinate asparagus and you just kind of want to pour a lot and not feel bad about it. For something like this, I'm going to pull out the good stuff. It's just a tablespoon. But when you have the good stuff and you can just see how thick that is, look how thick that is. Isn't that beautiful? So this is, and see how it coats the spoon? It doesn't just run off the spoon. This, so delicious. So amazing. There's definitely a big taste difference, but this is okay too. Again, for certain things, and for this, pulling out the big dogs. Now, after that 15 minutes, we're going to take the immersion blender, and I think you get to make the call here. Do you want it looking really rustic and chunky, or do you want it smoother? So you get to pick. So I would say I left some chunks. Now, we're going to go back to that gentle simmer, and we're going to simmer for another 15 minutes. All right, so that 15 minutes is up, and I just want to show you. You can see how thick it's gotten. So you can see how thick it's gotten. But if you put it on a spoon and kind of run your finger down, it burns, so be careful. But you see how it stays separated and it doesn't automatically run back together? Then we're nice and thick and ready to go. So I'm going to put this into my jar and let it come to room temperature, and then we're going to store this in the refrigerator. And here she is. She's beautiful, she's delicious, and she's easy. Have fun, y'all. See you later. Bye.